Here we are on the top of Mount Lemmon, and any day that, even if we weren't to find one single mushroom, any time you've spent a day in the woods, you've already won. My name is Julia Bishop Beauty, and I was a reporter for 25 years down here at the border. And now my major passion is mushrooming. I've joined a group and we hold mushroom growing classes, and we have mushroom hunts. We look for mushroom treasure, right? Which is what we're doing here today. But what if I open it? It's still brown all the way through.
Exactly, it's just incredible. You're out here in the forest and you're suddenly seeing bright oranges, bright reds, blues, whites, purples, any color, bright yellow. So it's something really amazing, and the fact that it only pops up at a short time of the year and disappears again, it's just a really magical thing to be the person that captured it in that small time that it was there.
My name is Niles Bauer, and I run the Mushroom Club here in Tucson. We're in Mount Lemmon in Tucson, Arizona, because this is probably the densest mushroom population after the monsoons of any place in the world, or of any known place in the world. Because we have the monsoons, and because the monsoons are finite and fairly short, the mushrooms have to emerge during the monsoon or soon afterwards.
Hey, my name is Denver, and I'm a mushroom hunter. I just really have a hobby and enjoyment to come out here into the mountains during the rainy season and find all the delicious, medicinal, edible mushrooms that I can. I would say solidly I've been doing it for about 4 to 5 years. And it started as chance as I got a book for Christmas that was a mushroom ID guide. So it kind of started there, but the passion was ignited when I came up here to Mount Lemmon and found Ganoderma conchs, big, beautiful red mushrooms growing on the trees. And that just really started a passion for me to come up here and see what else I could find year after year. Anytime you say the word mushroom, all you hear people talk, oh, trippy mushrooms, this and that, but it's really a sad state of affairs because most Americans, most Westerners don't have a relationship with mushrooms. And whereas most other countries do, any other countries, they really love mushroom hunting, they love gourmet mushrooms. And in America, unfortunately, we only know of 2 or 3 varieties really, when there's thousands and thousands of varieties that could be being enjoyed. You just gotta get out there and find them, start cultivating them. So over here, you'll see some nice polypores. Not positive on the ID of them, probably not hard to figure out what they are. But these are very common up here on Mount Lemmon. You'll find them all over the place from probably 6,500 feet on up.
This is the shaggy mane mushroom. It's a choice edible mushroom. And one of the nice things about it is it doesn't have a lot of lookalikes. So when you're going along, you can find it, you can identify it, and you know you found mushroom treasure because it's delicious. Your day has just paid off.
One of the best known and safest of all wild mushrooms. The flavor is very delicate, but the texture is marvelous. Not slimy as an okra, but succulent as an octopus.
I actually don't like eating mushrooms, but I'm just fascinated by the legitimate science behind them. My background is in engineering, but I've never pursued that. I always went for my passion, I guess. Mushrooms are essential to a forest. They're essential to any ecosystem itself. And if you look over there, you can see mushrooms growing on the side of this dead log. What they're doing is recycling the nutrients from the tree itself back into the system so you can get uptake into living organisms. Plants, animals, fungi itself gets reused and recycled by fungi. Without that, this whole system would just break down. Everything would just fall apart.
I don't think we choose who we fall in love with, right? And I didn't really choose to fall in love with mushrooms. You know, they appeared, it happened, I fell in love, and then after that, I can identify logical reasons, such as, you know, they have incredibly huge medicinal properties, or they have chemical warfare between each other and make little chemicals, or they support all life on the planet, right? So I can use all these logical reasons, but basically I just fell in love.
It just really depends what mushrooms you're looking for. Some mushrooms you're going to be looking up in the trees, some mushrooms you're going to be looking on the ground, some you're going to be looking on stumps. So if you know what you're looking for, you know specific areas to check. I personally am looking for anything and everything, so I'm looking everywhere.
There's something about being outside and being engaged in nature, and allows you to do it without any effort. If you've got a passion for plants and you go out into nature to identify plants or to look for plants or go birding, or you're engaged in it and there's no effort. And the same goes for mushroom collecting and mushroom ID.
I could study them for the rest of my life and not learn everything there is to know about mushrooms. They continually surprise and delight me.